certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Play action. Now it's Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. In motion goes the tight end.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The fullback dive held up short. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Cooper, the man in motion right. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
1st and goal at the 1. Chubb, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Nick Chubb with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. Now Cade York for the extra point.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Get ready.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The Chiefs at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me...
There he goes, left side. A big play there for KC. 54 yards.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour.
2nd and goal from the 1. Lance going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Miller, the man in motion. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
On play action, Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll roll him out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Down inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Lance going to sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Trey Lance with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cooper will come in motion right. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He is out of bounds inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, Watson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Watson looks to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final shot before the break. Watson, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Watson now to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Watson on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Trouble, 38. Strike. Check, strike. Steal. Check, steal.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the option right is Lance. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Okay, ready? Check, snap.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Browns drive about to get started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the give, this is their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Cooper, the man in motion right. They go up the middle with Chubb. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Watson. Quick slant completes into Njoku. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Cooper will come in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Handoff comes to Chubb, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Cooper, the man in motion right. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Lance with a tap forward on a jet sweep. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Edwards-Helaire. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Justin Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to block a lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
Yeah, not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And Chubb will try the middle here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the 50, it's Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.